Thank you to Keeps for sponsoring this video.
Alright, today I was supposed to work on Landon's truck, but he's sick kid today. I'm going to work on our rock crawler front end. I got enough parts to put this thing together now finally. I've owned this for, I don't know, 15 years. It's time to put it together, so I'll do that. I'm going to start out, I got to cut all these brackets, everything off of it that I don't need, so I'll get it trimmed up and we'll see what we can get from there. Alright, one down. I got spring pad. So we're getting close here. We about got it all. I'm just taking all the welds so I don't have to grind as much right now. We just cleaned these up, took all that stuff off. I'll grind them now. And then we'll get a truss setting on the front of this thing and get it looking good. Then we'll tear it apart and get all of the air locker, everything I got to put in it. This over here, this is all the parts. We got everything, so we'll get this thing put together. All right, so we got this truss from TMR. Like all my trusses I get because they build a good product. All right, I want that as far as I can get it. What I'm doing here is I want these like 6 degrees backwards, but I want this to be as flat as I can get it. So that's the spot it looks like. Might go, yeah, I'm gonna cut that corner off. So this little corner right here is giving me grief. Fixed it. There we go. That's 6 degrees. Breather is smack dab in the way. Right there somewhere, I think, is the spot. But I'm gonna have to deal with the breather. So that breather right there, I'm gonna need that. So I'm gonna figure out how to put an elbow on it or something here. I'm happy with it. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna weld this thing down right there. Gonna make her permanent. So got a lot of welding to do. She's welded, well, mostly welded. I gotta let it cool off and then weld it to the front end. The truss is welded together. I just tack it in a couple spots here and down there, and then I'll let it cool. The reason for that is I don't want it to bend my front end with heat warping it and stuff. So we're gonna let it cool down, and then when it's cooled off, I'll weld it to the front end, jumping around a whole bunch, and then it should be good to go. I can start building it. She is done. Done welded up. Everything is looking good on it. Got the top all pinned together. This is all done. Now it's time to build it. We'll tear the hubs off, the knuckles off of it, and we're gonna have this thing looking good here shortly. All right, so we're getting her ripped apart. I got everything apart. It's all there on the floor. Now I'm gonna take the carrier out of it, and then we'll start putting air locker back in it. So it's coming together. Where to this? This is all of the front end parts that I have that are going together. The front end is at this point right here, but we're minus a few things. Found out that the kingpin bearings were messed up, so I got to order some of those. Then I came over here, and those are my axles that came out of it. I measured them next to these axles. They're not right, so I got to send them back and get some different axles. So I'm not finishing it today, but I'll put some stuff together. been busy. I got the bulkhead fitting drilled and tapped. That's going to be my breather. I got to cut that out, make that work. I got the pinion installed. It feels good. Everything feels great with it. Got the locker all put together. It's right there. Gears are on it. I'm going to go ahead and set that in and see if I can't get it plumbed in and get a gear pattern on it. We got this pattern. It's not the greatest pattern, but it's pretty good. It's going to work. It's going to run. It's got 4 thousandths of slop in it, so tolerances are pretty tight. I got the airline ran up through the bulkhead fitting, so I can get that plumbed in, and locker will be installed tonight. The reason I like right stuff on here instead of a gasket is because I know this is going to get beat off of rocks, and a gasket will give and start leaking where this stuff will hold. My Toyota's kind of a wannabe. It wants to be a hunting truck and it wants to be a rock crawler. It's decent at both of them. It's not good at any of them. Probably good at hunting, actually. Hopefully those are not coming off again for a while. The innards are in. Now we need to take the steering off, the knuckles off, get the rebuild kits in those, put our new things on it, paint this all up, and then we can start going together for reals.
What are you building?
We're clearancing that. Oh yeah, like a glove now.
Like a glove?
She'll twist in. I gotta shorten it just a hair. Gotta cut one of those off. Then it'll go right in there and work exactly like we wanted it to. Let's get rocked. Lando saved the day with this fitting. I'm gonna change my rear one. I have a little balloon thing on here on it. I'll show you. Go with that little breather. Looks like that. So I've rethought it. I don't want it on there. I want a vent at the top. I'm running air lockers in it. And if you happen to have any trouble with your air locker sill or anything, it foams and blows 90 weight up and spits it out. And if I don't have any way for it to vent, it's not going to be pretty. So I'm going to run a vent. Handled.
Hi guys, I'm interrupting your regular scheduled programming to let you know that we have new shirts on the website just in time for the 4th of July. Tons of you guys have been asking for merch with Grandpa Sherman's tow truck on it. Well, you can wait no more. There's 2 different colors. It's a limited edition, so we're only going to do this one time. So if you want it, you better get it now. Go check out thefabrats.com to see the new shirt. And Grandma Lolly wanted me to tell you guys that your pre-order shirts and hats, whoever has ordered anything in the last couple of weeks, she's going to be shipping them out in about a week because they're almost done. So if you're wondering where your merch is, it's coming, I promise. And now, let's get back to your video.
Alright, let's pull this knuckle back off real speedy like. This was just test fit. I got all new bearings and bushings and all that stuff for this, so the old pipe wrench on her. We're gonna hit it with the hammer wrench action going right here. We may have to put like the cheater pipe action on it. We may have to get the old torch after it. We get it hot, it'll come out. Not yet. Had a rosebud, it'd be a little easier. Huh. Whoa! Okay. Nailed it. Let's do this other one while you're feeling tough. Oh, we're gonna have to heat that one. That one is loose. Oh, let's get some more leverage. Oh! Okay, she's hot again. Let's give her another whirl. Oh, that didn't turn. Holy cow. Oh. You ain't got enough lead in your butt to keep her down. Oh. Got it. That's tight. It's hot. Do that anymore. There's that. So this goes down on to there like so. And this goes down onto here and seals somewhere right there. So that's how that goes. We'll installation it. Perfection as usual. Okay, there's one down. A little bit of red Loctite on that. And we'll spin it back down in there. That should be sufficiently tight. Okay, I gotta pound that thing out. Get our new bearing and seal put in the bottom. Bottomed out. We're about ready for a paint job now. And then we'll put the knuckles on it. You can hear it. I got my new exhaust fan installed. So you don't have to breathe all this paint. Spray it on and it sucks the fumes right out of here. Pretty awesome actually. These are the axles. These are as good as it gets in my world. They're RCV. Basically they don't have a U-joint in them. So originally the outers on these are way smaller. As you'll see in, well, by the time you see this video, you'll already have seen JD break his axle. And his is the same front end as this, but they have smaller outers on them. So I went ahead and just decided, you know what? It's going to take me a little longer, but I'll save the money and put it together the way it needs to be. So I don't break stuff with this one. So these are way bigger than the factories right here. The outers and the inners are the same size now. We'll snap axles together and then this will sit right in there like so. Wobble around, steer. It'll be sweet. I wonder if it's not going to be smarter to just put that in there right now and snap it together. They're stouter than you think they are. Oh yeah. Just like so. There's one. That's in. One thing about these RCVs, they will not fit through this hole. So you can't install them the traditional way that you would normally install. You gotta pitch it over that, drop it into that. On these, not so bad. Being a 44, it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's been a long time coming. I've owned this front end. JD's Blazer has my front end under it. So I bought it. Was gonna build me a crawler forever ago. Didn't have the money. JD built his, needed a front end, so I'm like, you know what? Just take mine. When you get time, get it. Find me one, just go ahead and get it. So he finally found me one, and this has just been sitting around forever, waiting on me, basically. Get it put together, but wait no more. And I've been buying parts here and there for it so that I can get it put together, and here we are. Okay. Now, you tighten that bad boy up, and that sets our preload on our bearings in here for steering. Feels pretty okay. We'll adjust them as needs be. We'll squirt some grease through that whole situation now. So we're getting this handled.
It's looking like a front end on one side.
Yep, this side looks like it's supposed to. I love it.
That looks pretty cool. Orange knuckle and the whole black rear end.
I'm sure we'll end up cutting those steering stops off. We want this thing to turn. We'll deal with it. All right, on to the other side. Then we'll put the ram back on it and build the steering. All right, so new rotors are on. New seals are going in. We got this stuff. I'll run down and watch a little baseball. New rotors all put together. Front end's looking awesome. Turning out good. I got back from a baseball game and I put this hub on. There's no room in there, which I know why. So I bought new rotors for a Ford, which I should have known better because I'm putting Chevy brakes on it, and they bent these things right here for Chevy rotors, which happened to be a 1/2 inch shorter right there. So I'm gonna take them back off and take them back and get Chevy ones. Live and learn. So I'm back at the shop again. Back to this point. So I'm putting a Chevy rotor on a Ford hub, and that should give me the right distance I need for my brakes to fit in there. So we're gonna try it again. All right, so this is looking right now. So we had no space last time. Now the brake pad fits right in there where it should. Looks good. So we'll put it together and tighten everything up. That's looking like it ought to now. My cameraman has just returned from his scout camp. How was it?
Fun.
Now he's gonna go play some more baseball tonight. His team's playing for the championship. We'll get this buttoned up. Go watch him. All right, we're gonna slide this in and get this thing locked down. That's probably good. I got back from Land's game. They lost by 1. It was a bummer. Gave it a good run though. I just finished my front end though. Brakes are on it. I still have to run a brake line up here, but I don't know where my links are gonna be yet. So steering is on it. It's all done. Now I'm just put it in the corner and wait until I have more parts for the rest of it.
So we're back at it again for another Keeps commercial. 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they're 35. And the best way to fix this is to prevent it before it's all gone. Papa Dar's results have been so good, he has to come in and get a haircut.
Jeez, I need a haircut. This stuff's going everywhere. Keeps treatments can take up to 4 to 6 months to see results, so act fast.
You don't even have to go see a doctor to get treated. A doctor will review your stuff online.
And you don't even have to get in your car to go get it. They'll deliver it to you every 3 months. And there's doctors available 24/7 if you have any questions or concerns.
Keeps is a more affordable option because there's a generic version that's FDA approved. Whew, that feels much better.
So if you want to prevent hair loss today,
Go to keeps.com/fabrats.
or you can click the link in the description and save 50% off your first order.